Meet me. Welcome back, boys, to another squirrely review. I haven't done one of these in a while. I gotta get back to it. I'm behind on so many heroes, but now that I'm a semi-cleaver, we gotta start reviewing some cleave heroes, and we're gonna start with Summertime Iseria. She's been very popular for quite some time amongst cleavers, and as always, we're going to do the standard formula, skills, builds, showcase, etc. Let's get started. Alright, so let's go quick here. So her S1, very important, and Max Mola, 75% chance to dispel two buffs, which is unusual for an S1, and a 20 soul burn that grants an extra turn. Now, this doesn't look that crazy other than the strip, but the main part of it is her artifact, which we'll get into later, which gives all of her S1s the ability to bomb, which comes into play later. Her S2, suppression attempt. She can't crit, but her attack, her base attack, like a lot of attack-based heroes, is increased by, I think it's 50% at Max Mola. And if an ally except the caster uses any AoE offensive attack, it activates Suppress. Suppress CR pushes your whole team by 15% and plants a bomb on 2 random enemies for 2 turns. The sucky part about this is that it can be 15%ed, the bomb itself, and that will make you lose matches sometimes, but hey, when you're cleaving, you gotta roll the dice. And the S3, basically it just detonates the bombs, but also applies decreased attack to the enemy team and increases her speed. And the important thing is it detonates all the bombs. So the basic idea, the thing about Summerside Iseria is she's kind of useless by herself. You pair her with AoEers to activate Suppress, and then you use the S3 to bomb it off. And we'll see that in the showcase. Let's move on. Alright, so how do you build Summertime Iseria? Like a lot of attack-based heroes, super freaking easy. So mine is built pretty horribly just because, you know, I have gear with crit chance and crit damage on it. You don't need any of that. Get as much attack as you can, get as much speed as you can, and get as much effectiveness as you can. I honestly think a little bit of bulk is okay just to not die instantly to things like Rimuru counters and stuff. But other than that, you don't have to worry about too much bulk. Just enough to survive. Probably like 10k HP is more than enough. Mine is actually one of the badder ones. There are some that could get to like 6-7k attack with more effectiveness, more speed. Mine's just on budget gear, like none of this stuff is very good, but I don't care. She works for my purposes. So anyways, stack attack, speed, effectiveness. The other thing is make sure she's fast enough that 15%, like you do get a 15% CR push, but remember, if you're speed contesting people and you have like a 230 Summertime Iseria and a 300 Pyrrha and they picked like a Ran or something, you won't push enough. 15% is a lot, but it's not enough to always cut to the front. I'd say get at least like 245, 250 speed. Artifact is really only one choice. Mine is budget and not even plus 30, but you need to use Star of the Deep Sea. What this artifact does is when you use a basic skill with her S1, you have at max plus 30 limit broken a 100% chance to plant a bomb, and yes, this does proc on misses and stuff. It can be 15%ed though, but other than that, I mean, the reason she has a soul burn is so, and she gets a free soul burn. I forgot to mention that. They don't really explain that in the kit, I guess. Oh, it does it in the S2. But you can soul burn the S1 once for free, and if you have more souls, you can just keep bombing everyone and set it off, but it only works if you have this artifact. So this is one case where there really are no other options. Use this artifact or don't use this hero. That's pretty much all there is to it. Let's move on to the showcase. Alright, we are going to 3-man this defense because we have that much faith in Summertime Iseria's damage. Actually, I don't know if I have that much faith. 15% can kind of suck. That's just a reality of using this hero. You will lose many times when she gets 15%ed. Let's just hope this is not one of them. So hopefully we get some good bombs. This Violet's actually on immunity. Nice, that's not bad. And I think what we'll do is provoke the Violet, bomb the Hwayoung, right? Let's do that. Provoke the Violet, boom. Then we get this free soul burn that we were talking about. We bomb Hwayoung, and now, remember she's the only DPS on this team. It's all on Summertime Iseria here. and then we let it rip. Violet counters, actually hits. Boom! Look at that! Single-handedly, she destroys pretty much their entire team. Now the problem is Rand is just a counter battery for this little grape head. But Violet won't go after Summertime Iseria, so we're just gonna slowly bomb him to death. Unfortunately, he's gonna cleanse himself first. So it's fine that we didn't land any bombs. Oh jeez, he's going berserk. Please kill the Rain. Yes, there we go. He's gonna kill the Rain. He eats the apple. We're actually not landing any bombs, but as soon as we do, we're Gucci. So land a bomb. There we go. Misses. That's proper. We'll provoke him. Let's just bomb him again. There we go, now he has 2 bombs. Summertime Iseria actually dropped dead, but that's okay. We're gonna do this. We actually want him to get a turn. Okay. Ow. Ow. We need to survive one more. Oh god. Okay. I think we survived because of weakened attack. Oh no. He has weakened attack, so that's okay. Let him counter. Boom! Oh, that was closer than I thought. But solo Summertime Iseria worked out. Let's try another one that's cleaner. Alright, this one will be a lot cleaner because we brought 4 heroes this time. Typically, you would pair her with something like Ida or something. I just brought Sid here for the speed imprint because I didn't know how fast this Ran was. And also to deal with this annoying Arby here because Arby does not really counter, but he does fine against Summertime Iseria. Alright. So we get the bombs. We'll get the little thingy up. Let's provoke Briar Witch because we don't have an unbuffable on this team. Alright, we're gonna completely demolish this RB. 36,000 damage. Now we don't have to worry about RB. Then we just hit this. Might just kill her, actually. Okay, it did. And then we bomb him. And you could see with the addition of the 4th hero, it's just super clean. Literally nothing to worry about. She's stunned. We don't have to worry about her. Just gotta wait for the immortality to fall off. Oh, no, we just strip it. And she's dead. Let's move on to an RTA match. Alright. So here we have an RTA match. You could see I went a pretty standard cleave here. Again, I mentioned before, Ida and Summertime Iseria, they're partners in crime. They love playing together because you can use both non-attack and attack skills to push yourselves because Ida pushes off non-attack and Summertime Iseria pushes on attack. So they're a very good complement to each other. So you see here, Summertime Iseria landed a bunch of bombs, and at this point, it's already over. And Summertime Iseria is very important here because Ida can't do anything against the Violet, right? But Ida, this is almost going to be an Ida showcase. She kind of cleans them up here, gets them all stunned, does her job, but Summertime Iseria's job is to make sure that they stay locked down, that they can't do anything because of those bombs, and most importantly, to take out the Violet. Because Ida has literally a 0% chance of killing Violet. I didn't ban him because I was relying on Summertime Iseria. Now, what you're going to notice here is I can use Summertime Iseria to S3 to set off these bombs, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that because I don't need to. Because when they're stunned, remember, the bombs explode on their own in 2 turns. So here I decide just to bomb the Violet and keep the bombs on him because they're going to go through their turns and then get stunned anyway without me detonating them. And it gives me a lot of extra turns to do whatever I want and guarantee and deny their next turn as well. Because they're already stunned now and you could see he yields. Let's move on. Alright, so as always we wrap up with the question, Summertime Iseria, is she good? The answer is obviously yes. If you don't have her, I would recommend you try to get her whenever that option is available to you, depending on when you watch this video, because she is a limited. But she's very good in a lot of content, actually. So as always, let's go over the ratings. Arena offense, I'm going to give her a solid A. She's very good in arena offense. The thing is, she's so good at arena offense, she's kind of like old school SSB offenses. Every team has something designed to screw her over, like something fast or Rimuru or something like that. So it's not always the most reliable, but against defenses where they don't have a counter to Summertime Iseria, you can use it every time with great success, but you'll still lose occasionally because of good old 15%. Arena defense, I'm going to give her like a C. I mean, some people will use her on defense, but the thing is, the smart players, when they see that, they're just going to bring a lot of counters, and they'll just never die to it, so it's not a very good defensive unit. Guild Wars offense, I'm going to give her a solid A there. Honestly, if it wasn't for 15%, she would be an S. I use her all the time on Guild Wars offense, but if I was more serious about Guild Wars, I probably wouldn't. Because what did I always say about Guild Wars? If you're trying to be super competitive, you want to take all the RNG out of it, and unfortunately, Summertime Iseria has a lot of RNG. I've had matches where I lose because she gets 15%ed on both bombs, and then she doesn't land a bomb on the S1 either. And it's just an automatic loss. So for that reason, I'm just going to give her an A. But she would be an easy S if it wasn't for 15%. But she is great for having really fast matches when you're taking a dump at work and you got to wrap up the Guild Wars. Guild Wars defense, I'm going to give her a B-. She used to be very popular back in the day, but honestly, there's just too many counters to her now. Champ Z poops all over her. There's just like a bunch of heroes that poop all over her. If they're smart, they'll never die to a Summertime Iseria defense. And Rta, I'm hesitant to give her an S. I'm going to give her an A- here. The problem with Summertime Iseria in Rta is she is really good when the enemy allows you to use her. But if the enemy is smart, a lot of times there's too many units to contest that could shut her down. Like this is a non-attack skill, like Politis can shut her down. Being outsped shuts her down. Like having Pyrrha or Ran ban shuts her down because you really need a fast AoE stripper to use her at all. So she's a hero that requires a setup, like a complementary crew, and if you don't have that, you literally cannot draft her. You're just going to lose every time. So she's very dependent on her supporting cast, and for that reason, I can't give her an S, because there's a lot of times you just literally cannot draft her safely. Typically, you will bring out Summertime Iseria after their first 3 picks. If they picked 3 things that literally don't do anything to Summertime Iseria, then you can pretty safely transition into her and just expect to ban one of the later 2 picks. Or you can 5-pick her, although that's kind of rare, because the thing is, at that point, you would have already drafted something like Pyrrha, Ran, and had to double up on it so it doesn't get banned. So it'll be pretty telegraphed that you're trying to do this. But overall, she's still a good hero. The biggest thing about her is she's a lot of fun, and especially in like Guild Wars and stuff, she just makes for very fast, efficient matches. So I really enjoy her, and obviously she's a waifu. So anyways, thanks for watching. I hope this answered all your questions about Summertime Iseria. Best of luck to you if you decide to go for her. Until next time, peace out, boys.